Hi everyone, it's Debbie from Ginger Cat Studio. I'm back again to do some more journaling. And today what I want to do is make cards to go into our journals. I would like to decorate the front because I do love doing the collage and the artwork. But for the back, I want it pretty much blank because I want to do some writing. I do actually want to write in these journals. Right, so today I would like to show you my latest buy from the thrift store, from the charity shop. It is, I think, a scrapbook. It cost me £2, absolutely brilliant, not used whatsoever, and it's got a nice ribbon tie. Now, I'm going to be using this to make a proper Victorian theme junk journal very shortly, and we'll bring that to you. But the pages in here, or the papers in here, are actually quite thick. I wouldn't say they're cardboard, but they're definitely 150 GSM, something like that. Now what I've done is I've removed some of those pages because once I start journaling and collaging properly on there, it's going to get quite thick, and there's quite a lot of pages in there already. So I've taken some out because they're perfect to make these cards. So just remove those by cutting them out of the ring binder. So first thing I want to do is get these cut down nicely. So I'm just going to bring my paper cutter in here. Just trim off these edges where they went into the ring binder. Don't really need those. So let's take those off initially. Let's get it all squared up. Looks good. Okay, and then I've got a nice thick bit of paper here. Be quite good to cut them in half, although I'm just going to do various sizes. I'm not going to say they've all got to be uniform. Let's go for about the halfway mark here, because it will depend on the journal that you want to put them into. Oh, didn't quite come off there, did it? It's okay, I'll be rounding off those corners anyway. So that's quite nice. Bit long for the journal though, so I'm just going to take a little bit off the end here. And of course, that'll be a perfect tag or something, won't it? I'll put that to the side. So there's one piece. I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm not even... Oh, that's okay. Oh, I thought I did a right disaster there. Let's take that bit off. Didn't hold that properly, so there we go. We've got one card of this size, one card of that size. I think that's fine. Use you for a tag. Oh, even going in a tag shape. Perfect. All right, so we'll do that again. I'll go roughly for the middle. I'll hold it down properly this time because it is a thicker paper than what you would normally get. That's fine. Press down a little bit harder on my, yeah. There we go. Put that to the side for later. Make that into a nice little tag or something. Again, hold it down, Debbie. That's it. We live and learn. We live and learn. Okay, thank you very much, cutter. Right, so I've now got 6 pieces, roughly the same size, some a bit thicker, some a bit smaller, and we can start making some lovely cards. Okay, so I've just been over to my supplies and picked some stuff out. The first thing I got was my folder of bits and bats, all leftover bits of music paper, bits of everything really. I do have some stickers in here that I was using on my other project. I don't really want the ladies, but I think actually these might be quite nice, mightn't they? The teacups, I'm sorry. Let's put them there. Might use those. Quite nice. Got a butterfly as well, actually, that might be quite nice. Yeah. Put those there. As I said, I've got my music cut out papers, etc. But I've also pulled out some stamps today. Now, I don't own very many stamps at all. I'm still actually fairly new to this. But I have got these lovely ones that I got off of eBay. Ferns and Poems from Afar with flowers, etc. A postcard. So they're quite nice. I might use them or even part of them. But I've also got these two stamps. Now, when I picked up that nice scrapbook, I picked up a few other things I'm going to be showing off here. Got this for £2 from the thrifting store, charity shop, and it's a rubber stamp of a lily. That's really beautiful. So I'm going to hopefully we're going to just take the label off. Hopefully we can use that. And I also got a small one of a rose, which is very nice. Hopefully we can use that. And I also got collectible flower and fruit stamps. So I've got some stamps for £1. Because let's be honest, these supplies can be quite costly, can't they? And if you can get yourself down your local thrift store, charity shop, your Goodwill, you never know what you might find. Oh look, I've not actually opened this yet. Ooh, look at this. Oh my goodness. Right, so I've got some lovely, for £1, I've got some very nice stamps that I could be using for all sorts of things. That's quite nice, isn't it? It's quite vintagey. I do tend to go down the vintage route, but you know, not always. I've got some plans coming up. Actually got an Alice in Wonderland journal coming up soon that I'll be doing. That's quite nice. So look, they're all quite beautiful. Oh, that's rather lovely, isn't it? Great. So we've got those. I've got a few stickers that were left in my thing out of the last project. I'll put them to one side for the moment. And I've got my scraps. So how are we going to start? Let's just pick one. I do need a piece of spare paper, don't I, for underneath there, so bear with me. Okay, piece of spare paper retrieved. I've got a glue stick as well. Not sure if I want to use glue or glue stick. I've got a little bit of glue if I do need to use glue. Right, let's have a dive in, see what we might want to start putting on. Got some washi tape bits here as well. They might be quite good. Let's put those over there. Washi tape bits, decorative paper, that's quite good. Oh, got another teacup sticker there. Where's those stickers? Oh, they're over there. Bits of music sheets. Right, I think we'll start with this decorative paper, probably, maybe. How would that look? Maybe up in the corner, and then we can add some things to it. But the leaf, how's that leaf? Ah, the leaf goes that way. That might be better, mightn't it? So I'll tell you what. I'll get my ruler. I'm going to tear it with the metal ruler. There we go. We want it sort of just on the edge, really, don't we? Let's fold that over for the time being, just to give me an indicator. Yeah, that's nice. Right. I wonder if it will do it with this little bit here. What do you think? Let's give it a go. Not quite the same, but you can still get in there. Right. Rubbish over there. And then we have our first bit here. So we want it at the bottom, in the middle. I think in the middle maybe. But first of all, let's just pick another few things up. Oh, that'd be quite nice over there, wouldn't it? I quite like that. Oh, that top of that flower, that's quite nice. That'd be quite nice like that. And then I'm just going to want something for this corner. That's a bit too thin. What else have I got? Oh, got some maps. Oh, got a bit of postage stamp paper here. That'd be quite nice. So I want to go just past here. Kind of eyeballing this, guys. I mean, it doesn't matter I'm not a precision person, as you may know. So how about that there, that on top of there, that on top of there. Is it starting to get... Actually, I probably want to see more of that stamping, don't I? I'm going to put it over the top of you there. There we go. Right, I'm happy with that. Let's get sticking. Hello, so just wanted to show you something I've just bought recently, and I have purchased this full price from Amazon. It's a set of origami papers with the Van Gogh, some of the Van Gogh prints on there. So you do get 10 of each of the right colour. As you can see, I was playing around a bit to see if I could hinge it. It didn't quite work, but I can use these, the ones that are not quite worked now, for making these cards. I think I do love Van Gogh. It's an artist that inspires me. Many years ago I went to Amsterdam on a trip and went to the Van Gogh Museum and saw them in person. And you know what? I always wondered what people were going on about with art, but I actually got goosebumps, guys. It actually happened. I got goosebumps. I'm just looking for my thick card. Yeah, this one's a little bit wider, so I'm going to get that. Looking at these paintings, unbelievable. So I've always been a good fan of Van Gogh from then. I realised then what art could do, what could speak to you. Look, that's quite nice, isn't it? I might go with this as a background and then put some stuff on here. So I want to go there roughly. So you know, I like vintage, but I like other things too. So I'll explore everything in journaling, I think. Everything. Right, let's have a look here. I always admire great art. I watch some, well, in the UK on Sky, we have a Sky Portrait Artist of the Year and a Landscape Artist of the Year. And they're so talented, and I always wished I could be a great artist, but I cannot draw for toffee. I'm just not good at it. But I am creative because I do knit. I create some of my own designs in knitwear. And I do create digital content. And I am quite creative. And when I found junk journaling with all the collaging, I thought, oh God, this is brilliant. This is an outlet for being an artist without being an artist, if that makes sense. How we're doing here is slightly over. Let's take a little bit off at the top. Yeah, so actually I don't want to take that off because I want the sun. But I would like it ripped a little bit, to be honest. Let's score this a little bit, can we? I've got paper piercer here. Can I just use this for scoring? I don't have a cutter at the minute. Don't have a craft knife. I need to get one. But there's so many things you've got to buy. So I'm taking my time. Budget allows, I will get what I can. But I think this paper piercer's done quite nicely. Actually, let's do that again. I'll just score it until I can rip it off. Yeah. Goodness, there's all sorts of things, aren't there? Scoreboards. Oh, look at that. That's not bad, is it? It's actually fairly thick paper, this as well. It's 70 GSM, so your regular Xerox paper is 80. This is 70, so not bad at all. I'm going to ink it. I don't want a bright white torn edge. I want it inked and aged a little bit. I do like that effect. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was talking about supplies, wasn't I? It can be very costly, so I'm just going to take my time and as budget allows every month, get the things that I would like. But for now, I don't have a craft knife. I don't think I need it. I've got scissors. I've got a cutter. Got a trimmer, sorry, a paper trimmer. Now that wasn't expensive. Got that off of Amazon. That is a good buy, I think. Oh, it's such lovely colours. Really nice. So we do have a bit of the brown. Does that matter? No, I quite like that. But what I will do is ink that bit. I just want to ink that background. So yeah, use what you've got. Get inventive. But when I saw this origami set, I don't know why I was looking at that. I think a friend said to me, oh, have you used origami papers? No. That's an idea, isn't it? You know, I love that when people give you ideas. So then I started having a look and saw these lovely Van Goghs and I thought, yes, that is a bit of me. Thank you very much. Okay, that's just taken that brown off a little, hasn't it? And that'd be a better background. Yes, it is. Oh, yes. Cool. Right, guys, you know the drill. Let's get sticking. Well, that's nice, isn't it? That is beautiful. What are we going to do with this? Guys, let's have a look at my stamps. Those stamps I showed you. Got these off of eBay. I think these might make a nice portion. I've got 1993. That's a fern. That might look nice there. Or I've got, these are just those acrylic, not acrylic, what are they called? You use the acrylic blocks, don't you, to stick on them. That looks quite nice there too, doesn't it? One off to the side, one there. I'm going to go with that because it looks good. Don't question it when it looks good. Go for it. All right, so let's go with these. Now, I don't have an acrylic stamp block, but I'm sure I've got something else I can use. I'll tell you what I did use before. I used the lid of this. Yep. Look at the lid of that picking it up. You could also, I saw a YouTuber. Who was I watching? I do apologise, can't remember who I was watching. Let's just put this paper piece away. And she said in the early days she used a CD case because that is like an acrylic block, isn't it? Yeah, she used a CD case. I think it was 7 Plaza. I love 7 Plaza. All right, let's get stamping. Hi guys, I have just gone to my washi tapes and stickers and I found some sunflower stickers in my stash. I mean, we've got to use those on a Van Gogh piece, haven't we? It's all about the sunflowers. Right, I haven't actually opened these yet, so I do tend to buy things if I see them, just stick them in there and then forget about them. So, oh, look at this. Get these babies out. Look at them. Perfect. How do you open this? Oh, here. Not the best at opening things, as you can see. All right, all right, all right. Not to worry. Oh, God. Look at these great sunflowers I've got. Oh, my God. How did I figure? Oh, they're perfect. Sorry, I'm getting all excited, guys, but I'm getting excited. Right, move them over here, Deb. Right, okay. I think, oh, that's a nice one like that, isn't it? Just under that. That stamp didn't come out too well with the fern, did it? However, it's all right. It's meant to be a bit of old leisure or something, isn't it? That one came out quite nicely, didn't it? So I don't want to cover that up too much. Let's get a smaller one. Yeah, that looks nice there. Do I like you here or here? I like you here. This would look nice looking downwards. I found one of those stamps that I showed you earlier. Got nice bluebells in it. I think that is actually going to be enough. You are tempted sometimes, aren't you, to just stick everything on, but I think that's enough. Now, I'm happy with that. So I'm going to stick these down. I wonder if this is actually a proper stamp that's sticky. Yeah, it is. I can just lick this. Oh dear. Right, that's a proper sticky stamp there. There we go. I suppose this is for people that collect stamps, isn't it? I must have taken away somebody's stamp collection, but it was on sale. So if it's on sale, it's on sale. Right, that goes there. Nice bluebells. Right, come on. Can I get into here? My hands are all dirty from inking now, aren't they? I should really maybe go and wash those. I don't know. All right. Here we are. Here we go. Okay. We've got one. I'm thinking now that this is saying to me that I could be writing down what brings me joy on the back of this one, because this is very joyful to me. Now let me take our last one for the edge. See how nice that looks, but once this one thing goes, it just wraps it up, doesn't it? Oh, I don't know about you, but that's how it kind of speaks to me. You just know when you've done enough, I think. And now I can't get this. Ah, hold on. Did that just move? Yes. Hello. Right, here we go. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it, people. There we are. What a beautiful Van Gogh card to pop into a journal. Now, I need something nice for the back, but you know, I'm very tempted to put some lines on it and then just put these lovely sunflowers around. I think I'm very tempted to do that. So let me go and see what lines I've got available to myself. I'll be back in a minute. Right, I like that. So this was from my stash. I've got like a thing of papers here. When I first started this, I went a bit crazy and bought loads of stuff, but now I don't need to buy anything because I've got so much. Although if I see something at a thrift store that's going to be good, I'm going for it. So yes, I liked this because it's like a ledger, but it's got lines. So I've got a lovely little card there for my journal, for one of the journals. Don't know which one. And I'm going to go for joy. And I'll be writing things that bring me joy. Things I should do more of because they bring me joy. Okay, so that's that one. Beautiful. Right, I'm going to carry on now. I won't bore you by doing every single 6 card, but I'm going to do them and then come back and show you what I've done. Hello everyone, I'm back. It's the next day actually. So I continued with those 6 cards that I was making, decorating them. So we'll have a good look at those now. I'll let them dry overnight under some heavy books so they're nice and flat. So just a reminder, we made this lovely Victorian one with decorative papers, some stickers and a bit of stamping. And we put down a decorative paper that had writing lines on, so we could do some journaling on the back. We have this beautiful Van Gogh with our stickers and a stamp and some of my stamps here. And on the back, you'll remember we put some sunflowers on, another bit of ledger paper that had lines. Now I've already gone and filled in joy here. What is giving me joy? What makes me joyful? Crafting and getting lost in the process is one of them, definitely. So we definitely need to do more of that. Absolutely. All right, off camera, what you hadn't seen yet, I did another Victorian theme card with a lovely letter here, Victorian letter, some washi tape with old clocks and papers, a little bit of music paper, a little bit of butterflies that I had in my stash, and a lovely sticker of a nice cup of coffee, cup of tea, whatever you like there. Quite Victorian inspired. And on the back, I went for some music papers that I had little bits of, and another one of those decorative papers with the lines on. So I literally just stuck those down, nothing too crazy, but waiting and ready for a lovely Victorian style journal. So I can't wait to make that. Next, I just made one that came to me because I liked it. Victorian style, I think this paper is here. There's little flowers on it. Again, I stamped and I stuck some stickers down and a bit of washi tape at the top. And for the back of this one, I just got one of my notebooks, existing notebook. It's quite nice, but it's got like a nice ivory colour. So I think that's a lot of lovely writing lines there waiting to be filled in. So the next two are quite special, I think. I am planning, as you know, I think I told you, on an Alice in Wonderland theme journal. So I've got some decorative papers on that theme, which I've stuck down. But as you'll see, when I distressed and went in with my ink, I used my ocean blue ink. So that's nice. I also brought it into the main thing here. Now, I don't think that needs anything else sticking on it, guys. I actually love that card as it is. So you've got to know when to stop, haven't you? On the back, another sheet of those leisure papers, which got some writing lines, lots of lovely writing space here. Some nice butterflies. One of the stamps that we had in that pack I showed you earlier. So that was lovely. So that's wonderful. And now this one, it comes from an actual old copy of Alice in Wonderland, a very old copy. I got it from the thrift store, of course. You won't be surprised to hear that. And it was literally falling apart, this book. So I took it apart, but I've kept the illustration plates. So they are really lovely. Just put a couple of stickers on, the chess piece and a butterfly. You've got your white rabbit there, you've got Alice, you've got the King and Queen of Hearts. And I just think that's going to be a really lovely card for that journal. And again, I just put my notebook paper on the back. I just trimmed it down, glue stick, put that on. So there's lots of writing space there. So I really cannot wait to be making all of these journals. Right, I hope you like these, guys. I hope you got a little bit of inspiration maybe from these of how to use papers, etc. I'd love to see yours. Let me know how you're getting on making cards. Do you do a lot of writing in your journaling? Or do you just do the collage? Do you just like the art? I think I like half and half myself. I think I definitely want to go with like a 50% collaging and art look, but also 50% writing, because I think for a journal for me is also about the writing. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I thank you so much for your time in watching, and I'll see you next time.